Bowen therapy. Now, Claire, the first thing I want to know is, what is Bowen therapy?
Bowen therapy is basically a fairly gentle form of body work, and we're working mainly with superficial fascia. So
Which means?
That's connective tissue that runs throughout your whole body. Excuse me. It's around everything. So if you took the rest of everything else away in your body and just left the fascia, you'd still be able to recognise who you are. So the fact that it's like that means that we basically can communicate with the whole body by doing little moves on the body surface.
So Claire, what are you actually looking for?
Structural alignment and any muscles which appear to be more tense on one side than the other. The body doesn't function very well when it's not correctly structurally aligned, and this form of therapy is very good at helping the body to correct that alignment.
So to me already, I'm thinking this is a cross between massage and chiropractic.
Yeah, it's funny because people always want to compare it with other modalities, but really it's a unique modality. I mean, it's the same in that we're trying to correct the body's dysfunction, but you can't say, is it like massage? Not really, because massage goes with the muscle fibres. We go across them in a single moves rather than repetitive type of moves that you have with massage. And chiropractors are basically working on the spine itself and trying to correct the dysfunction by realigning the joints, whereas we release the tissues and then the muscles will realign themselves. The joints will realign themselves.
What's this particular person's problem with their left leg?
There's nothing wrong with her leg, but we treat the whole body. Her problem was initially upper back and neck discomfort, pain, but basically that's a result of the rest of the body not being structurally correct. So often you have we talk about victims and criminals. So the victim is usually the bit that we feel is sore, and the criminal is the silent bit that you don't know is causing that problem. And this is why this therapy is so good, because we're treating the whole body. We pick up things that might be causing the problem, which could be long way from where you've actually got the pain.
So back into the lower back area.
Yep.
That's amazing, because you're right. There's no massage and there's no sort of bone cracking.
It's very gentle. We're just releasing all these the tissues, or we're giving the brain signals to come along and initiate its own release, basically.
A lot of people suffer from tight backs, tight necks, leg problems, of pain shooting down because of stress.
That's very real.
And this is actually able to, I'm using layman's terms, but it's got to unknot all that stress and tension.
Definitely. It almost seems like it's too good to be true, and it is. It's an amazing form of body work.
So how long would an establishment like this, how long are you actually on the bed for?
Around about an hour. It's very specific to what that person needs on that day. So I don't charge per hour, it's per treatment, and it could be anything from half an hour through to an hour and a quarter, depending on what your body needs on that day. So.
Do you find that blokes are prepared to come and stretch out on your bench?
Oh, definitely. If they can realise they're going to not have pain, they'll be here too. I also use this Bioptron light, which I'm just going to bring in as part of my treatment. It's a second modality, but it combines really well with the Bowen therapy. And basically, this is working on just visible light with different filters, and each filter has a different wavelength and therefore a different vibration, and it's the vibration that we're using as a therapeutic.
So this is not like the old heat ray lamps that we used to use a million years ago?
No, the heat it just runs at body temperature. So it's not heat, it's the vibration that is therapeutic. And what I'm going to do is start with stimulating the whole spinal column. So we do some light at the top of her base of the neck, and then down the sacral area, and that will stimulate the whole spinal column.
That's not heat?
No, it does feel. Some people say it feels warm. Depends on what your body's interpretation of that colour is. Sometimes it can feel warm. Sometimes it can feel cold. Sometimes people feel nothing. So it's just what an individual feels from it. But it actually does run at 37 degrees. So it's around about body temperature.
And you're fixing people.
I'm enabling people's bodies to fix themselves, basically.